Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Astrology After Dark. And so, in this episode, we're going to be talking about how you can uh, use, not how you can use, but the how this full moon will be affecting you. This full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, how this is going to be affecting you. And so you definitely want to make sure that you stay on until the end so that you can hear for your sign. Okay. And so if you are new to me or to my page, or to my channel, if you're watching this on YouTube, my name is Kay Catrice. I am the Natal Chart Navigator. I am an intuitive energy reader, and I help open minded, I shouldn't even say help. I would say I enlighten. I enlighten open-minded, ambitious women on who they are energetically so that they can live their best lives in every area of their life. And so we're going to go ahead jump into um we're going to go ahead and jump into it talking about the full moon lunar eclipse in the of Taurus, okay? And so I yesterday I posted about the full moon. And so, we got quite a lot going on here. We have the full moon. Now this also Uranus is also in the sign currently along with the North Node. And so this is going to be a full moon that is going to really shake up a lot of um, a lot of areas in your life, especially the area of your life where Taurus is. Taurus is all about money. It's all about security. It's all about material possessions, comfort, and stability. Okay, and so there may be some areas in your life where you haven't been stable materially. Um, you may have been struggling financially. You may have been looking for a new job, or you're currently on a job that you just absolutely hate, um, or you're building a business and you just feel stuck, stagnant. It's just not going nowhere. There's going to be some major shakeup. Um, Now, it may not be as major for some energies as for most. However, if you have Leo, Taurus, obviously, Scorpio, or Aquarius, those are the fixed energies. If you have any of those energies in major placements in your chart, okay, and when I say chart, I'm talking about your natal chart. If you have those energies in major placements, you are definitely going to be feeling this. It's going to affect you, pretty heavily. Okay. And so, jumping into it, because I don't want to keep you guys long, I'm going to give you how it may affect you based upon your rising sign. Rising sign is the energy that people meet when, is the energy that they encounter, I should say, or that they experience when they first, meet you. Okay. So I'm going to be giving you this for your rising sign energy. However, if you would like to listen for your sun sign and your moon sign is your emotional temperament. If you would like to listen for that, you can listen as well, because there may be some effects to your life based upon those signs as well, especially if they are fixed signs, which is Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into it right now. We're going to start with Aries. And so for Aries, something dramatic may be shifting when it comes to your financial situation under this eclipse. Okay. And so cash and other material resources could come or go really quickly right now. Okay. But some major money making opportunities or windfalls may come in for you. Just out of left field, like you might be like, where the heck did all of this come from? Okay. And so this is going to be a kind of rocky, shaky lunation for you. However, once things fall into place, you'll probably find that you feel more secure within your income and your resources than you ever have before. Okay. And so for Taurus, this is happening in your sign. Okay. And so for you guys, hold on, let me get back. Okay. So for you guys, the fact that, not to mention that you're gonna have Uranus in the sign of Taurus, and so Uranus is the planet of shock and rebellion. It is the one of the co-rulers of the sign of Aquarius, and so Uranus just kind of does its own thing. So things are going to be getting really ramped up, really wild for you. Taurus energy right now is in the midst of a major metamorphosis involving your identity and relationships, because the Taurus Scorpio axis is the axis of hold on, y'all. Okay. This is the axis of security. So Taurus is financial security and Scorpio is emotional security. And so we just had that um, partial solar eclipse on October 25th in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio is a very transformative energy. And right now we're in Scorpio season. The sun is in Scorpio along with Venus and Mercury. And so this is a very transformative time for the collective as a whole. Okay. And so this lunation is going to push you further along your metamorphosis of evolving your identity in relationships. Okay. And so there may be some sudden shifts, some things that you're just like, whoa, that just came out of nowhere. I got to pivot, really quickly. And they may feel uncomfortable, but just think of them as growing pains that are a prerequisite on your evolution. Okay. And just remember, and this is for everybody, just remember that, no matter what changes come, no matter what you are being urged to release or forced to release, is always for your highest and your best good. Okay. What makes it so painful when it comes to releasing is that we tend to, and I say we because I ain't no better than nobody else, we tend to resist the change. We tend to want to hold on to things that a lot of times we know is not in our best interest. However, because we are comfortable with it, we were just like, well, at least I got this. Even though we're not happy with it or we're not comfortable with it or it's no longer serving us. And so just know that whatever changes, whatever shakeups come from this lunation, it is definitely going to be one that is very transformative for you. Okay. And so moving on to Gemini. For you, Gemini, your ever adaptable nature makes you well equipped for eclipse shakeups. Okay. And so you may need to take a step back during this full moon energy and rest and recharge your batteries. Okay. Self care is going to be really, really big for you during this lunation. Okay. And so you want to prioritize alone time, you want to prioritize restorative downtime. That is very, very essential and key for you. Okay. Because this is going to be taking place in your 12th house. 12th house is the house of um 12th house is the house of the subconscious, of places that are hidden. And so you definitely want to spend some time just recharging your batteries. Okay. Just honoring your self-care, just making sure that you're taking care of your needs before you run out to socialize or to give any energy to anybody else. Okay. Moving on to Cancer. And so for Cancers, this is going to be in your 11th house. Okay. 11th house is the house of friends. And so for you, Cancers, there's maybe some shakeups when it comes to your friend group, your social groups. You may need to excuse me. This may force you to re-examine the dynamics in your friendships, okay? Or you could be discovering a new sense of belonging and community with people who you may have not expected to have a whole lot in common with. You come to find out that excuse me, that you actually have more in common with them than you thought. And so you know you because new people may be more aligned to who you are becoming versus who you were, and so you may need to cut off old friends because they're no longer aligned with you. And it's not that you don't love them, or it's not that maybe you guys could still hang out every once in a while. However, if these are people who you hung around with on a consistent basis, and you're starting to see that you're pulling away from the group because you just you're going to a higher level, and they're not evolving with you, and it's it may be time to say goodbye. um and so you want to again embrace it. Don't fight it, because it definitely is for your highest and your best good. Okay. And so for Leos, this will be in your 10th house. 10th house is the house of career. And so for you, career, legacy, and what it is that you put out into the world. And so for you, your professional life is in influx in a big way right now. Okay. You're kind of teeter-tottering in between. And so sudden shifts to your current career path or position may unfold under this eclipse. So some projects or some things that you may have been working on could come to a swift or unexpected conclusion in order to create space for bigger opportunities. Or a surprising new work related offer could materialize in a timeline that you never would have expected. Okay. You may even find that personal matters shift the way you choose to show up in the public eye for the time being as well. Okay. So just pay attention. There may be some things um, there may be some things that you want to do. I made a really big shift back in June. And so, hello. I made a really big shift back in June. And so, things have been lining up for me really well. And so this is, I'm Leo rising. And so this is going to be in my 10th house. So I'm really super excited about that. All right. So moving on for Virgos. So for Virgos, this is going to be taking place in your ninth house. Ninth house is your house of beliefs. Okay. It's beliefs, higher learning, long distance travel. And so for you, this is going to be highlighting that you may need to take a leap of faith and chase after your dreams. This lunation is going to be pushing you outside of your comfort zone and challenging you to explore new things. Your perspective is shifting whether you are ready or not. And so it's time for you to go with the flow and say yes to the adventures. You beliefs that you may have believed for years. You might wake up tomorrow, or once you get off this live, and you might be like, you know what, I don't believe such and such for so long, that shit don't even make no sense. I don't Why was I believing that? It could be something as simple as that. Okay. um but it's going to be some real shakeups within your beliefs. Okay. And so for Libras, this is going to be taking place in your eighth house. Eighth house is the house of other people's money. Okay, it's the other money house. And so for you, there may be some deep revelations and salacious secrets coming out under this eclipse, um, that may help, that may feel pretty personal. They may feel like they're an attack on you. However, they're not an attack on you. Are just helping you to who people are for their core. Okay. Eighth house is the natural house of intimacy. And so things get really deep in that house. And so, there may have been some truths or some things that may have been hidden from you. Um, Within partnerships, within your family unit. And so these things are going to start coming up to the surface. And so you're going to now be able to see other people's true intentions. And not only that, you're going to be able to tap into your intentions. Are you operating with the best of intentions? And if you are not, this full moon is going to illuminate that for you. Okay. Don't run from the truth or hide from what's inside. Go with the flow and just be open for the transformation. Again, remember that we are in Scorpio season. Okay, Scorpio is the opposite energy to Taurus. And so, there's going to be some deep transformations for everybody. Okay, so moving on to Scorpios. For Scorpios, this is going to be taking place in your seventh house. Seventh house is the house of partnerships, marriage partnerships, long-term partnerships, business partnerships. And so for you, if you are stagnant or in a shaky spot in a current partnership, this eclipse is going to really shake up that relationship, so you can move forward. You could get a partner if you're single, a long term partner. You may have a change of heart and just be like, you know what, I don't want to deal with you no more. Or you and your partner you may have kind of been on the outs now, and after this lunation, you guys work through whatever it is you're going through, so that you can, save your partnership, save your marriage. Okay. Um, Either way, there's going to be some major shakeups when it comes to your partnerships, and you also have to look at how are you how are you performing in the partnership, meaning what are you giving. Not only are you looking at what your partner is giving, but you have to take into account what are you giving. Taurus energy is a very stubborn energy. It's a fixed energy. And so if you have this in your seventh house, you're probably somebody who is it when it comes to certain things, especially in relationships. You're like, no, this is the way it is. You're stubborn. You're just not going to budge. And so this lunation is going to have you looking at how are you relating in your partnerships. Because if you're being super stubborn and you're not wanting to budge and compromise in your partnerships, and you're expecting your partner to constantly be compromising for you, that's just not going to work. So, it may not be your partner that needs to make a whole lot of changes. You could be the very one that needs to make the changes. But this lunation is going to reveal that. Just know that either way, change is going to happen, whether you want it to or not. And again, trust that it is for your highest good. Okay. And so for Sagittarius, this is going to be in your sixth house. Okay. Sixth house is the house of daily routines and work. And so for you, this has the potential to disrupt your usual routine and turn your schedule upside down. Okay. But that could be a good thing because right now you could be in a rut. And so it's hard to ditch old habits. It's very, very hard. Um, but doing well, I won't even say it's hard. I will say it's challenging to ditch, old habits. However, when eclipse season comes around, things can happen so fast, your head will be spinning, and you won't even have a chance to like resist the change. Okay, and so Sagittarius energy is a very naturally spontaneous energy. Anyway, it is a mutable energy, so you shouldn't have any issues with moving from one thing to the next. So channel that energy towards having an open-hearted reception to whatever unexpected responsibilities or opportunities that may become thrown your way after the donation. Okay, and it may be chaotic now, but ultimately you'll get back on track. So just keep going. Okay. And so if you have are Capricorn, for you guys, this is going to be in your fifth house. Fifth house is the house of children, creativity, and joy. And so you may have been putting your passions on the back burner. And so this eclipse is going to be helping you to get in there and really dig up those old passions that you may have been, throwing away, putting to the side, and really taking a look at them and seeing if they are something that you want to really, try to pursue. Or maybe it's not even something you want to pursue as like a business, but it might just be something you want to pursue as a hobby, just something that you really enjoyed doing at one point before life kind of took over and you threw it to the back burner. um you If it's something like that, this lunation may be prompting you to revisit that. Also, you could be finding a new boo. And it may not be nothing serious, it's getting cold outside. So, you might want a new boo to snuggle up with just for the winter. And so, you may be finding somebody, somebody may be coming into your life, just to have fun. You ain't looking for nothing serious. They might not be looking for nothing serious. You just want somebody to hang out with. But whatever it is, just know that this eclipse is going to be pushing you towards being more authentic and showing up as you and having more fun. Fifth house is the house of fun. All right, moving on to Aquarius. For you guys, this will be in your fourth house. Where was I? Just fifth house? Yes, this is fourth house for Aquarius. And fourth house is the house of home and ancestors and your roots. And so your living situation or your domestic responsibilities may suddenly shift. Or you may find that some long buried memories or family secrets might finally come to light. Okay. So this eclipse may be very emotional for you. And it may be, really rough. Okay. But it can also help you to release some of those heavy feelings that you've been carrying around for too long. Full moons are all about releasing. Um, and I know I did say for some signs, you may want to pick up something new or, and you just very well may, but that doesn't, when I say pick up something new, you may want to start looking at something new and, start planning, doing some planning. Not you maybe you're not, doing any too much executing because again we are in Mars retrograde as well. And so this is giving us a chance to, you know, re take a look at how we execute things, how we, our passion, our drive, how we go about our will and in doing things. So this is also a good time for you. Maybe not so much as execution, but when I say pick it up, look at it, reassess. What do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go with it? Not just start taking action, kind of put some thought into things. Okay. Um, but there could be some releasing that you need to do within your home situation. And so, just know that, any and all information that comes to you under this full moon to really help you to move forward 2023. It's everything that we're doing now, everything that's going on now in 22, and the rest of this year is really preparing us to catapult us in 2023. Okay. So if it's some folks in your home that you need to let go of, I mean, it is what it is. And so finally, but definitely not least for Pisces, it's going to be taking place in your third house. Third house is the house of siblings. It's also the house of local community, neighbors, extended family like cousins, aunts, uncles. And so for you, new information is going to be emerging into your awareness. Third house is the house of communication, and it is shaping how you move forward. Conversations can reveal shocking secrets, flash opportunities, or surprising updates on ongoing events in your everyday life. So just keep your eyes and ears open. Listen to your intuition because your intuition is definitely your guide. And so you want to, just be open to what it is that you find out during or what comes to you during this lunation. And all right, so I hope that you found value in this live stream. If you did, please do share it out so that others may find value as well. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube and you found value and you want to subscribe, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the bell, so that you get notifications every time that I go live or upload a new video to the university. Also, if you would like to get book a energy audit with me, it's a 20-minute energy audit, and what it is I go in and I let you know your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, how those energies affect you, how to utilize those energies, and then you're able to ask me any questions. Okay, the link to book I will put in the comments. Once this live stream is over, I will put a link to book in the comments. And if you would like to work deeper with me and you want to book a full reading, you can definitely do so. The same link I will put in the comments, and you could use to book that as well. And so, have an amazing rest of your Monday evening or night, because it's nighttime where I am. And remember, possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile because you really do create your own reality. Have an amazing one.